setting up this here roll bar on the back. But first, ran about 1,000,000 miles of extension cords out here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that side off. Alrighty, so let's get to cutting some shit. Second verse, same as the first. Yep. That's loose now. We're gonna be turning this headache rack that we cut off into a grill guard. But that's for another video. We just need it out of the way to mount this roll bar. Looking at the roll bar that I picked up and the height of the roof, it looks pretty goofy. So I figure I need to drop it down about 8 inches or so. I grabbed a block of wood and another piece of wood that's about the height that I need, and then I used a marker and I just kind of scribed all the way around that pipe. So I'm going to cut these legs off, and so that I can drop that down, and then I've got to cut out 6x6 squares to abide by the rules. They say either you've got to tie it down into the frame, or you've got to have at least 6x6 inch bottom mounting plates going to your bed. I think my brushes are starting to go out or go bad. Brushes finally took the crap. Well, I'm literally working with my last cutoff wheel. The brushes in my grinder just took a crap. So I'm going to try a reciprocating saw with a metal blade, see if I can get these legs cut off like that. This is one of the hardest parts about living in a rural area. I'm about 45 minutes from any Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Lowe's, anywhere that I can get new stuff. So it just kind of sucks when you're in the middle of a project and things like this happen. A lot better just going all the way through instead of trying to follow my line around. I guess I just learned something. After I cut them legs off, just kind of got it propped up there, and it Flows a lot better with the truck now. Looks way better with that roof line. I'm happy with it. We've got to make new bottom plates. So I got this donated from my bosses at work, and I just marked out 6.5 inch squares. This is 8 inches across, so we'll do 8 inch by 6.5 inch squares for the legs to sit on and to weld to the bed. Rules call for 6 by 6 inch plates. I figure I'll go just a little bit above and beyond, make the inspector happy. Okay, so got the little cut 50 plasma cutter out. Gonna throw on some glasses, throw on my gloves, and we'll get these base plates cut out. There's a little bit of slaggy stuff on there, and I'm just going to use this rough piece that I cut last week, kind of knocking that crap off. Yeah. So it starts out, it's got that slaggy stuff, and then once you knock it all off, you got a pretty decent edge. For the workshop. Alrighty, now I'll use the flap wheel, kind of get the edges cleaned up, ready to weld better. Cut on these guys is just a hole right down through the middle, so that when I put the bar on there, if we ever get any rain or water that accumulates in the bottom, at least it will have an escape route. All these bases, the chrome stripped off, and get them ready to weld as well. Getting those grooves all cleaned up, because it used to be a bolt together, and I'm going to weld it together, give it a little additional strength. So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing this and not bore you guys. So after some highly classified scientific race truck calculations, we've got those base plates where I think we're going to need them. So we're going to get this turned around and laid up on there and see if everything aligns properly, and then I'll start tack welding. So we got it all tacked up, guys, and that's the gap that we're discussing. I wish it was a little closer, but I can weld that out. Not a huge deal. I'm happy with its placement. Let's get our weld on, guys. The duty cycle of this little guy, so we'll give it a break. So I'll see you next Sunday. Till then, believe in what God gave you, take on some projects, build, fix, create, keep building shit, guys.